Ever wonder why some people walk into a room and it's like a magnet just turned on? Everyone's eyes are on them. They haven't even said a word, but they've already won the room over. What's their secret? Is it looks? Money? Nope. It's charisma. And the craziest part is, it's not something you're born with. It's a skill. A skill you can learn. And today, I'm going to break down the exact science behind it, the psychological tricks that make someone instantly magnetic. By the end of this video, you'll know how to turn your own charisma dial up to 11. So, what is this magic dust called charisma? Most people think it's about being super talkative or the life of the party. Wrong. True charisma is a combination of three key things: presence, power, and warmth. Think of it like a three-legged stool. Take one leg away, and the whole thing falls over. Let's start with presence. Being present means when you're talking to someone, you are 100% there. Your phone is away. You're not looking over their shoulder for someone more interesting. You're giving them your full, undivided attention. This is where most people mess up. They're physically there, but their mind is a million miles away, thinking about what to say next, or what they're having for dinner. That's not presence. Presence is about listening. Not just waiting for your turn to talk, but actually hearing what the other person is saying. A simple trick for this is a 3-second pause. After someone finishes speaking, wait 3 seconds before you respond. It shows you're actually processing what they said, not just reloading your own conversation bullets. It makes the other person feel heard and valued. And when people feel valued, they're drawn to you. It's a fundamental human need. The world is full of noise and distractions. Being the person who offers a moment of pure, focused attention is like offering a glass of water in the desert. It's irresistible. Now, let's talk about power. This isn't about being a CEO or having a fancy title. Psychological power is about how you carry yourself. It's the confidence you project. Think about body language. Charismatic people take up space. They don't shrink themselves to fit in. They stand tall, with their shoulders back and their chest open. This is what psychologists call an expansive posture. Studies have shown that holding these high-power poses for just 2 minutes can actually increase your testosterone levels and decrease your cortisol, the stress hormone. You literally start to feel more powerful and confident from the inside out. Your body is telling your brain that you're in charge. Another part of power is vocal tonality. Charismatic individuals often speak in a lower, more measured tone. They don't rush their words. They speak deliberately, as if every word has weight. A great way to practice this is to record yourself talking. Do you sound rushed? Do you use a lot of filler words like "am" and "like"? Try to slow down. End your sentences with a downward inflection, not an upward one. An upward inflection makes you sound like you're asking a question, like you're unsure of yourself. A downward inflection projects certainty and authority. It's a subtle shift, but it makes a world of difference in how people perceive your power and confidence. But power alone can be intimidating. If you're all power and no warmth, you just come across as arrogant or cold. That's why the third leg of the stool, warmth, is so crucial. Warmth is about making people feel comfortable and accepted. It's the vibe that says, "I like you, and I'm not a threat." How do you project warmth? It starts with a genuine smile. Not a fake, plastered-on grin, but a real smile that reaches your eyes. This is called a Duchenne smile. People can spot a fake smile from a mile away. A real one crinkles the corners of your eyes and instantly builds a bridge of connection. Warmth is also conveyed through empathy. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. When someone is telling you about a problem, you don't jump in with solutions. You first validate their feelings. You say things like, "Wow, that sounds really frustrating," or "I can see why you'd be upset about that." You're showing them that you get it. You're on their team. This creates an incredible bond of trust and rapport. People aren't just looking for an audience, they're looking for an ally. Being that ally is a core component of warmth. So we have presence, power, and warmth. Let's see how they work together. Imagine you meet someone who has incredible presence. They listen to you intently. You feel like the only person in the world. That's great. But if they have no power, if they're slouching, looking at the floor, and mumbling, you might feel sorry for them, but you won't be drawn to them. Now imagine someone with immense power. They stand tall, speak clearly, and command attention. but they have no warmth. They don't smile. They seem aloof and disinterested in you. You might respect them, but you won't like them. You'll feel intimidated. It's only when you combine all three that the magic happens. Presence makes people feel seen. Power makes people feel secure and confident in you. And warmth makes people feel liked and accepted. It's the ultimate trifecta. A person who masters this can navigate any social situation with ease. By the way, if you rave finding this breakdown useful and want more practical psychology you can actually use in your life, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells YouTube you want more of this kind of no-nonsense content. Now, let's get into a more advanced technique. It's called mirroring. This is something charismatic people often do subconsciously, but you can learn to do it consciously. Mirroring is subtly mimicking the body language, tone of voice, and even the speech patterns of the person you're talking to. If they lean in, you lean in slightly. If they talk slowly, you slow your pace a bit. It's not about being a copycat. The key is to be subtle. If you do it too obviously, it's just weird and creepy. But when done right, mirroring creates a powerful sense of rapport. On a subconscious level, you're sending a signal that says, "I'm like you. We're on the same wavelength." This taps into a deep-seated psychological principle: we like people who are similar to us. Studies on rapport show that when negotiators use mirroring, they are far more likely to reach a successful agreement. In a social context, it makes people feel instantly understood and connected to you without them even knowing why. They just walk away thinking, "Wow, I really like that person. We just clicked." No, you didn't just click. You engineered the click. Another tool in the charisma toolbox is storytelling. Humans are wired for stories. Before we had writing, we had oral histories. Stories are how we make sense of the world. A charismatic person doesn't just state facts, they weave them into a narrative. Instead of saying, "I learned the importance of perseverance," they'll tell you a short, engaging story about a time they failed and got back up. Stories evoke emotion. They're memorable. Facts and figures go in one ear and out the other, but a good story sticks with you. It allows people to connect with you on an emotional level, not just a logical one. An emotional connection is the bedrock of charisma. Think about the most charismatic leaders or speakers you know. They are master storytellers. They use anecdotes, metaphors, and humor to make their points land. This makes their message not only more engaging but also more persuasive. When you tell a story, you're not just talking at people, you're inviting them into your world. You're sharing a piece of yourself, which builds vulnerability and trust. Let's put this all together. You walk into a room. You adopt a powerful, open posture. You make eye contact with someone and give them a warm, genuine smile. You approach them, not with a cheesy pickup line, but with a simple, "Hi." As you start talking, you give them your complete presence. You listen to what they're saying, pausing to show you're taking it in. You mirror their energy level and posture subtly. When you speak, your voice is calm and measured. You share a brief, funny story that relates to the conversation. Do you see what's happening? You're not being loud or trying to be the center of attention. You're creating a powerful, positive one-on-one connection. Charisma isn't about broadcasting to the whole room. It's about making each person you interact with feel special. The cumulative effect of these positive interactions is what creates that magnetic aura. People see others enjoying their interaction with you, and it creates social proof. They become curious. They want a piece of that positive energy too. This stuff isn't rocket science, but it does take practice. It's like learning an instrument. You're not going to be a rock star overnight. Start small. Pick one thing to focus on. For the next week, just work on your posture. Stand taller, take up more space. The week after, focus on listening with presence. Put your phone away and just listen. Then work on your vocal tone. Small, consistent efforts compound over time. Remember, the goal isn't to become someone else. It's about removing the barriers that are hiding the naturally charismatic person that's already inside you. It's about learning the language of human connection. The Vory Code is about understanding these hidden dynamics, not to manipulate, but to connect more effectively and authentically. It's about having the tools to build the relationships in the life you want. If you made it this far, you're clearly serious about improving yourself. The concepts we talked about are just the tip of the iceberg. To really master this, you need to see it in action and practice it consistently. That's why for my next video, I'm thinking of doing a live breakdown of charismatic and non-charismatic people in real-world scenarios. If that sounds like something you'd want to see, let me know in the comments by typing breakdown. The more comments I see with that word, the faster I'll make that video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.